And I don't know.
Okay, I would have to cut you off right here because I just have to ask the most contentious point, Philip. Did he get any sleep? Because that's the one question everybody wants to know about this issue. If you don't want to answer if that was the point, okay. But if you can
I don't think he did, because that was sort of, I think I allude to that in a line or sort of set that up. Like, basically, there's no time to rest. Like, I've got to use this time to sort of get in on all these other things. And whether, it wasn't like, oh, there's no murders, I'm going to kick back and just, take it easy on top of a water tower. It's now there's time to kind of get into all these other things that normally might want to, come through. And,
classic Matt, always pushing himself, making himself the whipping boy. That's the perspective that I took it from.
Exactly.
But a lot of people get confused about that. So I just wanted to clear that up in case anybody else had that.
I think that's it. So
I always took it as that he picked like the same 34 hours every year and did this. So are you saying that he just said, okay, hey, it seems like there's a lull right now, so if I really push, I can have no deaths, in this 34 hours if I just do my thing for the next 34 hours.
Yeah, he's not. I never took it as he was holding back the murders by doing these other things. It was just that this happened to be like an opening. If you were, you said it was like the day job Lilith or something like that. It's, it's sort of like that thing at the office. If you work in a corporate office and suddenly, your boss is out for 2 days or the high pressure project suddenly got put on hold, but you've got a bunch of mini sub projects, which have their own importance. You can jump into them. So I don't think at the beginning he knew that the window was going to be exactly 34 hours. It was sort of like suddenly there was this lull. And in that lull, he could jump into all these other things. And then at the end, when suddenly there's that whatever, the slice of the knife or, the gunshot or thing that sort of pulls him back into it and says, oh, okay, that clock has reset itself, or, it's like being on a factory floor, right? We've now gone 721 days without an accident. We've now gone, 34 hours without a murder. What are you going to do in that time? And that was his chance to get involved and really just, have varying degrees of character, to some of those things in the city. Right. And it was either stuff, again, I'd read in mostly Newsday or things I'd witnessed just directly living in the city. I mean, the tennis game across the street, right? People playing across the entire, street and knocking things back and forth was something I just came upon walking down, through the village one day. And so it just got filed away and then suddenly it becomes an incident.
So a lot of these were stuff you either read or stuff you actually saw like first.
Oh yeah. Every single one of them was something that was either read or actually, witnessed. I mean, I witnessed plenty of people stealing cabs from each other. That's kind of like a rite of passage at one point in New York. Maybe not so much nowadays with Uber and stuff, but that used to be, the classic thing of somebody hails the cab meekly, and as it pulls up, some idiot runs up and, steals it from them and just leaves them hanging there in the rain. So, let's have Daredevil do, just have a chance to kind of glide through, take care of it in 22 seconds and off he goes.
I would love to see that foul, just like all these like pieces of paper, two idiots playing tennis in the street or...
I wish it definitely was a file. I mean, definitely at that point it was just more of a clip file and just things and pieces and, notes and stuff. I've never, as much as I've always wanted to sort of be organized enough to have a really concise database of bits, it's never really materialized in exactly that way. I've managed to make my computer just as messy as my office. So there's no real organization, anything.
See, he's relatable, folks.
Yeah.
Very honest about his creative process. I love it.
The most intimidating thing I think I ever saw as a writer was I was the managing editor on the two issues of Big Numbers that there ever were, the collaboration between Bill Sienkiewicz and Alan Moore. I don't know if you've ever seen this, but it was supposed to be this massive 12-issue story of an English town. It was, just kind of the machinations and the goings on between everybody as this corporate entity was kind of coming in, I think building like a shopping mall in it.